definitely is taking place.
Court orders deportee return.
This is really quite a showdown.
Southern storm. The torrential downpour causing widespread flooding. Good morning, I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. On Wall Street, the deep sell-off continues into yet another week. The Dow opened 1,200 points lower a half an hour ago. Financial markets around the globe are reeling from President Trump's tariffs. Markets in Asia were hit hard. China accused the U.S. of economic bullying with tariffs. Here's CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns.
President Trump is preparing Americans for potentially more market pain ahead, as even steeper tariffs are set to take effect later this week.
I don't want anything to go down, but sometimes you have to take medicine to fix something.
He defended his trade policy and downplayed last week's Wall Street drop, the worst in 5 years.
What's going to happen with the market, I can't tell you, but I can tell you our country has gotten a lot stronger.
Administration officials said Sunday more than 50 countries have reached out to the White House to try to negotiate.
They're dying to make a deal, but I said we're not going to have deficits with your country.
President Trump, who spent the weekend golfing at his club in Florida, says he spoke to a handful of world leaders from Europe and Asia this weekend. Democrats warn Trump's tariff policies will have consequences.
If we head into a recession, it will be the Trump recession. He will completely own it.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
This is unprecedented to see this kind of loss over the course of 2 or 3 days when there's not an external event that causes it. It's really our doing here, the United States policy and these tariffs that has caused this to occur. So what I try to say to people is I look back at history, even when we've had catastrophic events, over the long term, stocks will come back.
A judge has called for the return of a man who was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. CBS's Scott McFarlane with the latest.
This really is an escalating, high-stakes showdown between the Trump administration and a federal judge in Greenbelt, Maryland. The judge has ordered the administration to secure the return in El Salvador prison of Claremont, a man the administration has acknowledged was deported by mistake to El Salvador on March 15th. The administration has said they don't have the power to get El Salvador to bring Garcia back to them.
It's been a week of misery in parts of the South and Midwest. Severe weather is blamed for at least 20 deaths. Parts of Arkansas and Kentucky got up to 16 inches of rain over the past few days. CBS's Dave Malcolm. This is Nebraska Task Force 1 on duty 8 hours away from home in flooded northern Arkansas.
Listen, everything besides from these trees, none of that water is supposed to be there.
As part of a FEMA team, their job is to help local officials.
The levee we want to check on is right through here.
Brady Pavick made sure the levee was holding.
I guess so. Maybe there's a house that looks like right here.
This team rolls out with special equipment and training anywhere in the country at a moment's notice.
And here's our profession as firefighters. That's what we do. This is just at a big national level.
In Frankfort, Kentucky, the water level surpassed 48 feet overnight, challenging the record set in 1978. The rushing waters inundated homes and businesses. The owner of one basement repair service is now the one in need.
I never thought in a million years I'd be the one needing saving.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. now calls the MMR vaccine effective and urges people to get it. That's a shift. A second child in Texas has died since the measles outbreak began there over the winter. Correspondent Janet Shamley.
Family and friends gathering for the funeral of an 8-year-old girl. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. attended the service. Kennedy, for the first time, expressing support for the measles vaccine, saying the most effective way to prevent the spread of measles is the MMR vaccine. It comes as Kennedy has faced widespread criticism for suggesting alternative treatments like vitamin A and cod liver oil. Doctors say those will not prevent measles.
4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? No, I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cab News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 54 degrees and